In an election marked by low turnout and concern over a stagnant economy, Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's Liberal Democratic Party and its ally, the Komeito Party, together increased their majority in Japan's House of Representatives.
I'm relieved we've managed to continue our ruling coalition with the Komeito Party. But at the same time, this is also a great responsibility.
Mr. Abe says this victory is an electoral mandate to continue with his economic program known as Abenomics that raised taxes to curb the nation's large public debt, pushing the economy into recession. The election win will make it easier to pass unpopular reforms like deregulating labor and farm policies. It also will likely allow Mr. Abe to pursue a nationalist agenda likely to antagonize South Korea and China. In the last year, Mr. Abe angered his Northeast Asian neighbors by visiting a shrine honoring military service members, including war criminals who died in World War II. His administration's efforts to revise school history books to deny that Japan's military forced women into sexual slavery during the war also has provoked protests abroad. Political science professor Park Hui-rak at Kookmin University says seeing Mr. Abe back away from these strong emotional issues would ease tensions.
I
think Northeast Asia, China, South Korea, and Japan is not ready to view history objectively. So I hope Abe will emphasize practical policies which can guarantee peace or mutual prosperity in Northeast Asia and not focus on the history.
Japan also has competing claims with both South Korea and China to two different chains of islands in the East China Sea. Its closest neighbors are wary of Mr. Abe's support for changing Japan's pacifist constitution to make the military more assertive against regional threats like North Korea. Sejong University political science professor Hosaka Yuji says Japan is more concerned about China's growing military strength.
As China is enhancing its military capability, Japan also needs to enhance its armaments to not lose. In order to do this, Japan needs to have its own military, but that requires a change to the constitution.
The U.S. supports the expansion of Japan's military so it can play a bigger role in the two nations alliance, although U.S. officials have criticized attempts to whitewash Japan's wartime history. Brian Padden, VOA News, Seoul.